Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Lost Odyssey on the Mysterious JG. So here's what I'm gonna do, because I am curious. I said last time I wasn't gonna bother with this, but now I'm curious. Do you just infinitely get stuck in the stairs when you run south? I got curious. I thought I would look up Split Infinity. Hold on one second. Let me find this guy's real name since I keep using... oh, he put his real name somewhere. Maybe it's at the very bottom. And not at the very legal information. Permission will not be granted to fan-based websites only. Okay. He's giving free use of his guides, but only to big corporate websites. That seems odd. Anyway, Damir Kolar. Can't be given away in any way, freely or as a bonus or prize. So, like, you can enter a contest, and your prize that you would win would be this free fact from GameFAQs, whatever. So, I don't know whether some of your Kolar, who was really hot for Seth until Ming showed up, and then he dropped her like a bad habit. I don't know if his video walkthrough would have shown us, but I actually tried to look it up, and it no longer appears to exist. At least not on YouTube, which is where the links that were provided were, and that made me feel a little sad. This guide is almost 20 years old at this point, so older than, I would say older than some of the people watching this, but there's about 5 people watching this, and I think they all remember when this game came out. Anyways, older than the crumbs in your mustache. Sorry. So what I've done is I've equipped our friend Jansen with an item that means that runaway is always, you can always flee from battle. So that should mean that we can check and not get soft locked when we find out. If I get down here, we're not going to get stuck. Only being able to test this once before game over. This does not look good. So presumably, the attempt to flee failed. Okay, it's a different skill.
I'm out of here.
Good to know. So now let's not move. Let's heal. And now let me just gently press south. Okay, we're actually stepping forward. This door leads to the ship's corridor. I bet it's heavily guarded on the other side, so it's best to just steer clear from them. Okay, so I went south and instantly, like, one step encountered a second opponent and was like, huh, that's odd. Now it turns out, no, that was just really bad luck. But the game doesn't let you go south anyway. So, whatever.
You know, it's tough being so popular.
He's less intimidated now that he knows he can run away and that I know how to do it correctly.
I'm out of here.
Alright, whatever. I guess it was just a weird coincidence that we had encounter and then instant encounter before I could even take another step before. But let's continue on with the story. Yeah, dump her into the reactor core. See if you can get a little extra thrust on this thing by burning her body. I like that her outfit is designed to really kind of cover up her legs, and basically it's like only her chest and her breasts that are showing. Oh, he's talking. I should let him. I didn't even catch what he said. Presumably he was...
Guy? You lost?
He was nice and gentle about setting her down on the...
Are you?
Presumably scorching hot metal floor in this room full of steam, where her butt is exposed. What did you do? He tried to freeze it and failed. Or did he freeze the steam devices?
Whew. Close one.
I'm not sure what he was supposed to have done there, but it was meant to prove his kindness. Oh, never mind, she froze him.
Okay, this isn't funny. I need to get out
You
of this.
know, I was never really asleep.
I just enjoy being carried
I
around.
couldn't judge your true intentions, so I tested you. I sincerely apologize.
Oh,
Well,
so
then do
she created a fantasy bird to see if he would save it. And if he didn't save it through some undisclosed magical means, she would have killed him.
something about this, okay? Would
Not
ya?
just now. I am the queen, and I cannot just simply run away with you.
Well, you're
But
not
that
running away. I'm
Kakanis
carrying you
bastard is
away.
taking advantage of you. You can't be comfortable surrounded by these lunkheads, can ya?
Even so, I will not forsake my duties.
And comfort
Your
is
feet will be
quite nice.
fine.
It's
Just remain here for a little while. Nothing higher will turn to stone.
Don't worry about the gangrene. They will surely infect you, or frostbite. I guess frostbite and gangrene are not directly related, but I mean, you will. No, or could they be? If you get severe frostbite in his feet, they will have to be cut off. But I can use magic to restore them.
Gee, thanks for considering my higher parts.
You finally sound more like yourself.
A horny pervert.
Such insincerity reflects poorly on your true self.
Your true horny pervert self.
All that formal speech stuff is making my shoulders stiff anyway. But I'm fine
And that's
now.
not the only thing that's stiff, my queen.
After all this, I'll prove my sincerity to your heart's content. Oh yeah, you can bet on it.
She's supposed to be charmed by him, which is one of the reasons I find her character to be deeply unbelievable. He's running at her with the iron claw. It's funny when our queen sentences someone to death by frostbite. Yeah. So, he's calling that Kakanis guy a bastard. Have we overheard him talking smack about it? I guess we have. Now that I think about it, there was this weird scene when they were in those, like, prison orbs, and Kakanis was saying bad stuff about the queen, and Jensen was getting defensive about the queen that he hadn't met yet. Because I remember thinking that was odd. Let's return. Oh, by the way, the creepy, ominous music is now playing for Gongora, but at this point, we saw him, like, you know, murdering cute little mice to manipulate his enemies, so I think we are meant to already know he's evil without the music. Magitech sludge. Is he casting magical spells on feces? Is he making crap golems? Is he making out with poop monsters? Yeah, I think he is. He's supposed to be evil, guys, I think. I'm glad we saw that scene. That really led a lot of... I have a better understanding of what Gongora is all about now. He likes to go while playing with feces. The free ocean state of Numara. Free, except for the fact that it's ruled by a queen who is presumably a dictator. Also, as I think I've already spoiled, the queen turns out to be one of a small number of immortal characters in this game, which means she's dictator for life, and her life is eternal. So, free state. Kind of a misnomer here. There should be time to talk about this later. Yeah, Jansen Free, he's still a character, we know. The Philosopher's Stone Chamber. Known in the English version as Sorcerer's Stone because they don't expect Americans to know about Philosopher's Stone. They almost changed Goblet of Fire to Sippy Cup of Fire because they thought Americans wouldn't know what a goblet was. A goblet is, of course, a sippy cup. They are not the same thing. I mean, it's a fantasy game. If I'm going to make fun of her outfit, I got to make fun of the weird outfits everyone else is wearing, and at least they're themed.
We bring together in this place
Chocolate
all
and
our
peanut butter.
dreams, all our hopes,
All my breasts.
and all our dedication.
I'm
We shall not avert our eyes
from my breasts. I'm talking about breasts too much, but I mean, it kind of, that one line of that one story got me off. But yeah, her outfit is particularly ridiculous.
From our shadow reflection in still water.
Well, honestly, what's going on with the bottom half of her outfit is much sillier than the top half. Her little capelet is funny, but it's like whatever that is.
So that power may coexist in
With-
harmony
oh.
with peace and tranquility.
She's got jodhpurs, but they're jodhpurs that also have like big bits where you can see her inner thighs. It's odd. South outfit is pretty normal by comparison. I mean, in real life it would be a bit odd to have that much back showing in an outfit with armor, but... Oh, so she's letting us go. That's nice.
They have been prisoners. I now declare them free.
Oh, he thinks this is funny.
Well, it's about time. You? Ah, yeah.
Actually, you've been set free before, and by amnesiac guy.
Travelers, you are free to go.
Hey,
Ming.
we're not travelers.
Ming?
We're call her by her first name. I think Your Majesty is probably what you want to say in this moment. She says Ming, and then she turns around and just wanders off like she doesn't know her own name. I guess if you were captured by the British Army and in a huge ceremony you were brought before, you know, the late Queen Elizabeth. It doesn't have to be Queen Elizabeth to say any of the queens. You're brought before Queen Victoria by the British Army, and in this big ceremonial gesture, she frees you. You wouldn't turn around and go, Victoria? Question mark? Or even Vicky?
Travelers.
Then again, these are all characters who only have one name, so I guess it could be like using the last name, but then I'd have to figure out what the last name of the royals are, and I think in some things it's Regina, and others it's the actual family name, and I'm not even sure I know what the family name is. It's not the House of Stuart anymore, is it? Whatever. The point is, he just, like, the Queen released him, and he's like, first name of Queen, question mark? And she just wanders off confused, like, could anybody be that spacey?
Thanks to Her Royal Majesty's leniency, you are now free to go. Now, move along. Royal Guards, dismissed.
Don't cause any more trouble. Of course, the trouble we caused was showing up at a facility that does not belong to these guys to investigate it. And then we got arrested. So, our biggest crime against these guys so far has been beating up a bunch of them while escaping.
All that trouble to release us, and now they simply turn their back.
I want to be executed, damn it!
I mean, we're free, aren't we? And it's all thanks to Ming.
It bothers me that you speak so casually of the Queen. Is there something you're not telling us, Jansen? Did you do something to her?
Come on.
Did you guys also used to be pirate buddies? She's right to suspect that he's a complete creep who would do bad stuff to the Queen. I mean, you got to give her that. Anyway, Split Infinity, the former YouTube person. Let's not risk going in any further. Yeah, he just says go south in this room, so I don't think we're meant to do anything here in the Philosopher's Chamber. But yes, I will probably be playing this entire game with my laptop on my lap, open to GameFAQs. So we can go south. I think all three doors lead to the same place. Ooh, there's a save spear. So if I hadn't game overed last night, this is, because I'm playing this the next day, this is where I would have gotten to and saved that last video, and it would have been a little long. Actually, it would have been quite long, because we're halfway through a video now. Anyway, now we're in that mode where we're just looking for items. The Queen ordered us to let you do as you please, but I'm not letting anyone suspicious inside the palace. Queen's whimsical behavior is a problem for all of us. Things would be so much easier if we could just throw people like you in jail. I thought that guy literally said he wasn't going to let suspicious people in the palace. Now, He doesn't really seem to have the right to stop us. That the Queen said we could go where we needed to go, but. Gangsters obtained. All right. So just for my own edification, I want to know where do these other doors lead? Okay. They just lead you to a different... They really don't care about time and space. Well, it looks like Grand General Kakanas is right at the forefront today. I think that's exactly the sort of leadership we need. The Queen's popular with the people, so she works best as the figurehead she is now. Five frontier side rights obtained. So, the idea of an immortal queen ruling over an idyllic free kingdom is very Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon being one of the two animes I watched all the time on Adult Swim years and years ago. Not Adult Swim, Toonami. But Sailor Moon, not a show that stands up really well to like deep critical analysis of the plot. But that's what makes it so much fun. The Silver Millennium future of Sailor Moon is like, it makes no sense whatsoever. I love it. It's like, the future is a dictatorship. An ideal dictatorship where everyone is happy. And the planet is inexplicably ruled by the klutzy teenage girl who is the star of a series that, you know, like, she's a teenager and she doesn't do very well in school, but she's got a big thing. She's got a huge crush on her boyfriend, who calls her Meatball Head, and in the future she becomes Grand Dictator. And her will is imposed by all of her female friends, who in the future are powerful magical knights. But everybody is happy with this situation. So, it's embarrassing to admit, but recently I went on a little mini kick, nostalgic about old cartoons I used to watch in, like, the aughts and the 90s. And saw some of the Sailor Moon remake series, which I found out is like much more faithful to the manga than the original anime was. And one of the little things that was different as I was watching bits and pieces of this is the whole storyline that introduces the future world ruled by Sailor Moon. The villains of that in the anime, they were interesting and fun at times in the old series. But the manga version is much closer to what their actual storyline was, where they really did come from a group of Earth anarchists who refused to accept the authority of the moon. But it wasn't the moon. It was Sailor Moon and her friends who no longer live on the moon. The moon is not like a place where, I don't know, Sailor Moon's weird. It's just fucking weird. But now I'm thinking about it in terms of this game because I just love the idea of like, it's such a great thing for a fantasy adventure. This world where there's like a beautiful queen or king or prince or princess, and they have magical powers and the people love them, and there's this kind of idyllic world, and there's an evil that threatens it. Because I'm always in the background thinking to myself, well, what about democracy? When is somebody going to rise up and overthrow the monarchy? Anyway, with Queen Ming robbed of her power, the world is General Kakanas' to rule. You'd best leave tomorrow now if you don't want to get caught up in it. Yeah, so the plot line of this is that there's an evil military figure who's plotting against the rightful ruler of the queen. That's fine for like a medieval fantasy piece of fiction too. But maybe it's the Irish ancestry to me, but there's a little part of me that's always like, yeah, but what the fuck is she doing ruling with an iron hand? I mean, I guess if you're an immortal magical queen, that helps a bit. Honestly, it really does, because even though it's like, oh no, there will be an immortal who rules forever, it's like, yeah, but if they're good at it and they're actually benevolent, that's probably, it's still kind of dark and fucked up that there's no democracy. But it could also be like, yeah, but if she's benevolent, at least you don't have to worry that like when she dies, her idiot son comes to power and he's an asshole. Because that's the real problem with monarchy, of course, is that you can have a really good ruler who makes things better for the people, and then the next person along might be awful. But no, this is just the queen's really good. we kind of wish she would rise up and like destroy her own military who is not following her. But that's like, we have the best general. I have the best generals, but my generals are idiots, and I'm smarter than my generals. The West End examined the flower. Ooh. I was so caught up in criticizing Sailor Moon's fictional future dictatorship that I almost missed an all-important key seed. I'm gonna check and make sure I got the right number of these now, because that's got me nervous. Valuables, seed 4. I'm supposed to have 24, so I think that means I turned in 20 for an item at some point. This can't be happening. Where could my moo have gone? By the way, Split Infinity thinks it's hilarious that this kid's pet is named Moo. This is Admiral Adoring Rona. Talk to Rona, a girl whose dog Moo has gone missing. Lol, hilarious name. My dog Moo went off somewhere and all of a sudden it still hasn't come back. He probably got lost when looking for food. He's such a pig sometimes. You should find him around here, but not today. I doubt he's left town though. So yeah, we have to find Moo. And when we do, there will be a reward of incredible significance, I'm sure. Hey, look, this also has flowers that can examine, in this case, to get another seed. Okay. There's a 5-times sun crystal at the southeast end of this whole place. Once again, located in a pot. Alright. Doesn't look like anyone else here has anything we need to hear about. I mean, I can talk to dissatisfied Nilos, who does not like this general, or logical Sarna. Queen Ming was always concerned about beauty, and I don't mean her looks, I mean internal beauty from the heart. That's very logical of you. Hey, check it out, it's a pile of animal dung. No, it's a cat. Same difference. I like cats, actually. Proud Halos. Numara's royal family crest is modeled after the birthmark on the queen's chest. Oh, that's why she feels the need to have those out on display all the time, so people will understand the family crest. This is why the queen herself is the embodiment of the royal family. The royal family consisting of the queen and... ... question mark? Alright. Hey, a scene.
You handled your role well.
I wonder if this plot line will come to a head soon, because I don't see that we're gonna have a slow boil on this one. I think that it's introduced. Hey, here's the country where the queen's about to be deposed. I would imagine the queen will be deposed in the next few videos. I'm just guessing.
So, my performance was acceptable?
Yes, Your Highness. We should now be able to achieve our objective. Let them loose and follow them to the truth.
Okay, I guess.
What will we gain from this exercise?
I want Jansen
When
now.
we have proof they work for the enemy, we'll lock them up again. They'll
Lock
give us
them up.
excellent leverage
Lock
in
them up.
negotiations with Ura. And beyond the negotiations, we stand to gain information about Grandstaff.
I'm interested in Grandstaff
Grandstaff?
for reasons.
Ura has built a gigantic magic engine called Grandstaff.
Oh, I suppose I should have known about this, but I am a figurehead.
And we suspect they're plotting something.
You are right.
Right now, Ura poses a terrible threat to the entire world.
He's not wrong.
A threat?
Our intel has confirmed that the tragedy at Wool Highlands is connected in some way to Grandstaff. If we continue to allow Ura to run rampant, that tragedy could be repeated again at any time.
You know, the farther into this game we get, actually, the less I remember the details of the plot. And they've been presenting this guy as a comic relief secondary villain. I know that Gongora is the main villain of the story. So I should probably stop trying to get ahead of the story, because like I'm guessing based on what I'm seeing and guessing, and also half remember details. But they are setting this guy up to be like, oh, don't like this guy. He's being mean to the queen. The queen is nice. Blah 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 blah. He's fucking dead on with all of this though, and she's just kind of like, Grandstaff, a threat. Anytime?
The authorities in our military have voted unanimously to seize
Unanimously?
as a preventative measure.
Okay, now that does
You
seem...
plan to start a war?
Yeah, that seems a little bit more hostile than...
The White Boa is already being converted into a battle flagship, and we've begun assembling troops and arms. This action is for the sake of the entire world.
Well, mostly me.
I won't allow it.
While your Majesty
Oh, wow,
may
what-
have other ideas, the people
Action
will surely
pose.
approve these safety measures. In this present magic industrial revolution, your Majesty...
It's a magical industrial
isolationist
revolution,
policy is
and
pushing the
I'm
nation to
moving
its
on.
limit.
Sorry.
National isolation promotes peace.
This new regime must be created for the sake of world peace.
No, national isolation. Numara first.
We
See, I'm not sure who I agree with there.
Majesty's teachings,
Oh, well, she got a
using our
wedgie
nation's
going on her
military
weird
might.
purple layered
You think
underwear.
military force can avert violence?
Would you rather see a meteor fall on Numara?
He's not
If that
entirely
were so,
wrong.
The people who so adore you would be reduced to ashes in an instant.
But so would I, so it's fair.
Staff should not be in the hands of those simple-minded fools in Ura. We Numarans should control it. Then we can use it to make...
Okay, there's a lot of heavy breathing that she's doing. There's very little in the way of. I mean, this is the top of the line graphics for the time, I guess, or maybe it wasn't. But she should not be doing that much breathing if they're just going to have her face model be completely still.
maintain peace all over the
Well, I
world.
mean, her head's kind of bobbing.
Numara would become the most powerful, peace-loving country in the world. War is inevitable, Your Majesty.
Okay, calm down, Your Majesty. Wow. Okay, I hope this is like.
Figureheads.
I only hope she's playing up how frail she is just to like keep him not
Someone get in here now.
like if she's like making a point of passing out so that he'll underestimate her, fine, but otherwise like holy shit, I'm glad this guy's taking over. I mean, yeah, and preemptively invading other countries because you think they're going to invade you, that's not cool. That's not what good guys do. But at the same time, evil Gongora guy, he's like cackling away while making feces golems. He also has created a weapon that can drop meteors on anywhere he wants it to. So it's... I don't know what the correct response is if you are the head general of the country ruled by... birthmark on the boobs, eternal queen lady who doesn't want to do anything about it. But it might be that this guy's plan is not entirely without some justification. Anyway, tune in next time where I'm sure that I will immediately be proven an idiot for thinking that this guy has any point whatsoever. But in the meantime, we're not being really given a chance to take his side since, like, as soon as he appears in the story, he immediately arrests us and he is making himself hostile towards us. Every so often, one of these games introduces a character who was immediately pitted as your enemy, where I'm like, damn it, I want to work with this guy. And I'm starting to feel oddly that way about the comic relief secondary villain of the Free State of Nevada. But again, I'm sure that I'll be proven a complete goof for having considered this at all. And soon, the panting queen will be proven to be in the right. And it's just possible that she's having this hard time breathing and panting like this because the corset might be a little too tight. Thanks for watching.